Hello, my name is Melinda, and I went to a conference and there was a session and there was a man named Jason Schwartz who came from the NCSBN. They are the fine folks who make the NCLEX. So I'm going to make a few short videos and I want to just kind of expose everybody to what I learned. Let's get started. So you're welcome to share freely with everybody. Just don't sell anything to anybody related to these slides. So the 4 short videos I'll make is why is the test changing? What do the test items look like? What does the test look like overall? And lastly, what the scoring will look like. Foundations. So this whole next gen process started in 2012, and it's funny what Jason said. He said, we are not slow, we're just thorough. So they've been working on this for 10 years. They've been doing all sorts of research, and they've been doing a lot of testing, like test questions to try out items and stuff like that. They've done literature reviews, and they've done strategic practice analysis. So it's a big deal. They've been working on this for 10 years. So what they found in their lit review was that critical thinking, clinical decision-making, and clinical judgment are super important. And that comes up, we see literature saying that a lot of novice nurses make nursing errors. And a lot of those errors are because of poor clinical decision-making. And we looked at the employers. How satisfied were they with the nurses' clinical decision-making? Only 20% of them were satisfied. So yes, clinical judgment, even at the entry level, is critical to patient safety and public protection. So this is a kind of a graph, and the main point is clinical judgment is used for a lot of skills. So some different things are related to different tasks. But here you see clinical judgment is related to a whole bunch of tasks. So yes, clinical judgment is important. So the conclusion from their findings is that clinical judgment is an important and necessary skill even at the entry level. Number 2, that the current NCLEX addresses clinical judgment indirectly, but is limited by the item types available. So that's going to start changing starting April 2023. Number 3, providing a more direct evidence-based measure of clinical judgment requires both additional research and the use of new item types. So if you want to learn more about measuring clinical judgment, you can Google NGN News Winter 2019, and it'll tell you everything you want to know about measuring clinical judgment. If you go to the ncsbn.org website, you'll see something called a clinical judgment measurement model. The one thing that you want to look at is level 3. You want to look at level 3. You see recognize cues, analyze cues, prioritize hypotheses, generate solutions, take actions, and evaluate outcomes. Those are going to come in handy when we look at our case studies in just a moment. So take a look at the measurement model at ncsbn.org and take a look at layer 3. Next video, see you there.